Just call me MZ Mimi. This video is about my Social Security Administration experience regarding misleading overpayments, miscalculations, and inaccurate Social Security 1099 tax forms. This is my support animal Pearly, who has been with me for 7 years. The Social Security Disability Insurance Program is funded by payroll taxes paid by workers and their employers. These taxes are paid into the Social Security Trust Fund. I worked since 1984 at the age of 16. I paid into the system. Collecting disability payments is not welfare, it is money I earned because I worked. I became disabled and collected Social Security disability insurance since 2017. Social Security Administration Scandal Part 2 is an extension from the video created called Social Security Administration Scandal. There was a crisis to vulnerable regarding overpayments and how the Social Security Administration could not correct their errors, which caused many vulnerable citizens to become more vulnerable. Just like many U.S. citizens, I reached out to my federal lawmakers, and they did not respond to my request, leaving me without a representative. Congressman David Trone, Maryland, District 6, 116th to 118th, 2019 to 2025. His office lacks communication to constituents in his district. Democratic Senator Ben Cardin, Maryland, 110th to 118th, 2007 to 2025. He never responds to any inquirers. Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen, Maryland, 115th to 119th, 2017 present. There is a lack of transparency, communication, and interaction from these politicians' offices. I received backlash for speaking the truth. I contacted the U.S. President Biden office about the Social Security Administration issues. His office responded and informed me that the Philadelphia Region Social Security Administration will contact me regarding to the overpayment issues. This letter is Biden administration response. The Social Security Administration Philadelphia Regional Office contacted me by email, and I respond to the email, and I have not heard from them again. Emailed several times and I received any response. I contacted the Department of Justice about several issues, and one was about these overpayments. I was accused of working when I did not work. I began to believe someone stole my identity. Even though my employer wrote to Social Security and my doctor because I sustained an injury that I have not worked, it was still an issue with Social Security in Rockville, Maryland. My taxes proved that I did not work over the SGA. The Biden administration had 4 Social Security commissioners. Andrew Saul was nominated and selected to the Social Security Commissioner until 2025. However, politics was involved. Biden fired Mr. Saul. Then Kololo Kijakazi became the acting Social Security Commissioner. Those most impacted by Social Security's decisions, including people with disabilities and widows receiving survivors' benefits terminated without explanation or warning, and an inability to get answers from the Social Security Administration to even basic questions. Social Security overpayments disproportionately impact Black people and other minority groups, even as President Joe Biden and Social Security leaders promise to fix racial inequity in government programs but failed. Martin O'Malley became the Social Security Commissioner, however, criticized the agency injustices that shock our shared sense of equity and good conscience as Americans. But he left before his term to go to the DNC without fixing the issues. It was alleged that I worked during the months March 2022 to November 2022. Signed a SSA 795 form declaring that I did not work the alleged months. My former job sent a letter that I did not work those months. My home health aide sent a statement I did not work those alleged months. My doctor certified a letter I did not work those alleged months due to illness. A copy of an ADA approval from my job that I was out on those alleged months. My income taxes 2022 proved that I did not work those alleged months. February 28, 2024, SSA letter indicates that this overpayment was paid. SSA 1099 tax form indicates the overpayment was paid in 2022, false. Still, the Social Security Administration mislead SSA tax form 1099 stating the $7,194. Overpayment was paid by increasing my annual income. Overpayment to $7,390. SSA never disclosed why was $7,390 was an overpayment. No calculation exists. SSA used a calculation that I was not paid SSA June 2022 to March 2023. Not true. SSA indicates in their letter April 11, 2023, that they owe me $12,352 for the months June 2022 to March 2023, $12,352. $7,390 equals $4,962 in underpayment. SSA paid me $4,962 and deposited to my account while accusing me of other false overpayments. $7,390 was put on SSA 1099 form as being paid in 2023 false. Overpayment $266. SSA never demonstrate that the $266 was an overpayment by any calculation. February 28, 2024, SSA indicates $266 was an overpayment and it was cleared. Overpayment for $3,337. SSA sent a letter that I owe $3,337 overpayment with misleading calculations. SSA claimed that I owe $11,748.00, and SSA owe me $8,410, which equals to $3,337. I appealed it with proof that $11,748 was paid in 2017. This overpayment was not recognized in SSA letter dated February 28, 2024. SSA owes me an underpayment of $8,410 and refused to pay it. After I provided proof, SSA came with a new calculation of $3,337 not to pay me the $8,410. SSA used a calculation January 2023 to March 2023 of SSDI payments totaling $3,563, 226 equals $3,337. SSA did not explain what is the $226 and the calculation. September 16, 2024, sent me a letter indicating this overpayment of $3,337. I filed an appeal on September 23, 2024. SSA took $133.10 out of my check while on appeal. SSA rule indicates while a recipient on an appeal, and if a recipient filed an appeal within 7 days, regular Social Security disability payments must proceed. SSA owes me a reimbursement of $133.10. Social Security Administration scandal Part 2. The overpayments with different amounts continues. While I was under appeal with the $3,337 overpayment, I went on the Social Security portal and discovered on 12/31/2024 another overpayment, $5,914.10, without an explanation, violating Social Security Administration rules. There should be an explanation, the right to appeal that explanation within 60 days. A recipient can request a continuance of payment also. According to Social Security policy, during an appeal, payments should continue. I did not have the opportunity to appeal the $5,914.10 overpayment. Social Security eliminates overpayment burdens, however, under CFR Section 416.571. 10% limitation of recoupment rate. Overpayment is limited to 10%. Yet Social Security Administration continues threaten to take recipient whole Social Security disability, violating the administration policies. While I was still under the appeal for $3,337 overpayment and the $5,914.10, I found this payment on the Social Security portal, this payment that was not explained to me as a recipient. I received a letter that my Social Security is ceased due to the notice of disability cessation without an explanation. The letter indicates that I paid for Medicare payment and throw my Medicare card in the trash in February 2025. This is the Social Security Administration in Rockville, Maryland reviews. There are many concerns about customer service and how the staff treat the public and recipients. It would bring understanding why there are issues with Social Security staff and the need to hire respectable and competent